Yo guys, what's up? Caroline here and welcome back to another video on the channel. As you guys can see, we're an Ultimate Team and today we're going to be reviewing 86 rated FIFA World Cup Path to Glory Dennis Zakaria. So heading into the player bio, he is 6'3" tall, versatile high work rates, right footed primarily, with 3-star skills and a 3-star weak foot, coming in at around 290,000 coins. So he is a very expensive card, and I will let you guys know at the end of the video if he is worth it. Now when it comes down to the alternative positions, he can play as CDM or sentiment. He can start as CDM or sentiment, but I'm going to be trying him in those two positions as well. Now heading into the attribute details, I got the shadow campsite on him. With that, it does take his acceleration, well his pace in general, up to 93. The shooting on the card looks decent. He's got 71 attack positioning with 70 finishing, 82 shot power and 69 long shots. So again, nothing great, but not too bad. Heading into the passing, honestly looks pretty good. 80 vision with 75 crossing, 87 short pass and 82 long pass. The dribbling on the card, apart from the agility and balance, does honestly look to be pretty solid. The defending on the card obviously is the main point of it. He does have 93 interception and 75 heading accuracy, 90 defensive awareness, 96 stand tackle, and 99 slide tackle. Physical as well looks pretty solid, with 68 jumping being the worst part of it, but he does have 90 strength and 91 aggression. So without further ado, we are going to jump straight into the gameplay highlights with 86 rated Path to Glory Dennis Zakaria. By the way, like I said, I will be playing him at centre mid and as CDM in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. So heading into the first clip here, Mascherano gets it, moves the pass onto Zakaria, takes the touch, goes for goal, and he floats the shot quite nicely, but not really striking it with much venom, and unfortunately the goalkeeper is able to make a pretty easy save. But we're going to try that again. Estupinian gets it into him, and unfortunately that touch is terrible and we lose the ball. But moving on to the next clip, showcasing some defensive work with the Swiss international. Here, I wanted him to go for the slide tackle, but instead man just gets to it and yeets it out of play. But regardless, he wins the ball back, I guess. So we move. Heading on to the next clip, Zakaria just dropping into the puck in space, and he wins the ball back. Almiron is going to get tackled, but Zakaria in the right place at the right time, and look at the dribbling. Wow, that was actually very good. Able to come out with the ball and makes a pass, and we can go forward from there until Haaland ended up losing it. Heading on to the next clip, just showcasing the pace on the card. It is ridiculous, and look at it. This man is absolutely rapid on and off the ball. He ran to the ball so quickly, got it, and just bullets it forward up the pitch. So honestly, the pace is ridiculous and you can feel it in game. Moving on to the next clip here, again showcasing the dribbling. He's spinning Sissoko in circles before making that pass out to Haaland, who again is going to make the pass out to Kuhl, and unfortunately the shot is blocked. But like I said, excellent dribbling there from Zakaria. And here, very much on the flip side of things, attack to defense immediately, and he puts in a very good tackle. This is actually with him at centre back because De Ligt didn't get sent off for something that shouldn't have been a red card as usual in this game, and I did end up putting him at centre back just to see his defensive capabilities, and he is clearly very good as he puts in another tackle. Couldn't play the ball out, we lose it, and luckily this guy misses a big chance. Heading on to the next match in this video, Mascherano tries to get the pass into Bentancur, gets intercepted, but Zakaria is there, puts in a good tackle, and we can go forward from there. Can we? No, we can't. Couldn't really turn and get the ball under control, and Anthony is able to whisk it back. But regardless here, Choupo-Moting loses it, and again Zakaria, right place at the right time. Look at the dribbling on this card, sensational, so easily weaves between players and launches that pass out to Mazraoui, and we can go forward from there. Well, maybe not because we'll end up losing it, but regardless here again, Mane couldn't really keep it, but Zakaria does, and he turns very quickly, surprisingly, gets the pass into Mane, he finds Bentancur. Can we get the pass in, or the cross in, or cut back at least, cuts it back to Harry Kuhl, who bounces his volley into the ground, and the keeper makes an easy save. But regardless, good work from Zakaria, and here testing out the short pass, well, the ground passing rather. Brilliantly weighted pass into Choupo-Moting. I wanted to try and get the assist, so I was trying to cut inside and finesse it, but it was pretty readable and we end up losing the ball. Heading on to the next clip here, again Zakaria can pull out those short passes as well, and look at the strength there to hold off Clarence Seedorf. I tried to dribble through, and unfortunately we end up losing out to Calvin Phillips. But moving on to the next match of this video, again Cancelo absolutely crunched by Zakaria, gets past his man as well. Can he keep it? Can I go for goal from there? Not really. I'm going to make that pass, and Almiron's touch is unfortunately just a little bit too heavy and the keeper is able to claim it. but regardless, good tackle and good work from Zakaria to go forward. Here again, another beautiful pass in behind for Mane. It's a big chance. Sadio Mane off the crossbar and Choupo-Moting scores a very fancy bicycle kick rebound, but all that possible because of the ridiculous pass on the 3-star weak foot by Zakaria, and we were able to score from it. Heading on to the next clip here, Choupo-Moting spreads it out wide to Mazraoui. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. And he dinks it for some reason into Zakaria, who almost puts Mendy on the floor. We can test out his crossing here, and it's not a very good cross at all, despite having decent crossing stats. But regardless, this guy's going to try to go forward. Obviously, we're going to end up winning the ball back here with Bentancur. He gets it into Zakaria, takes 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4, goes for goal, and unfortunately the keeper does make a good save, but not too bad of a shot on the 3-star weak foot to try and test the goalkeeper, and the keeper makes a decent save. But here on the strong foot, a beautiful pass, and what a goal from Choupo-Moting, but unfortunately is not going to count because he was offside, but a perfectly weighted ball by Zakaria to find him. And here another perfectly weighted pass. Haaland is through, and we do eventually get the first assist of this video with Dennis Zakaria. Brilliant pass in behind, and we do end up scoring. And speaking of brilliant passes, what a ball that is. Perfectly weighted, perfectly timed, and Haaland this time hits the post and it doesn't go in. But here, testing out the passing again. Fancy pass, unnecessary, but it did it and it worked. And another beautiful pass there through the gap to Bentancur, and we are able to get another assist with Dennis Zakaria in this video. Anyway, heading on to the last match of this video, we're going to play that pass short into Zakaria. Again, test out the long passing outside of the right boot, perfectly weighted into Harry Kewell, takes the touch, goes for goal, and unfortunately didn't really test Edison at all. But moving on to the next clip here, Zakaria has it, going to test out the dribbling one last time. Some pretty decent dribbling, keeps it close, gets it into Mane, gets past 1, 2, and scores a fantastic goal. I'm not too sure if that counts as an assist because I'm pretty sure he tackled us, but in our book it will count as an assist. Heading on to the next clip here, Choupo-Moting has it, Zakaria is at centre mid, he makes that aggressive run into the box, and a bicycle kick assist. What a cross that is from Zakaria, perfectly aimed. I'm not gonna lie, that was a shot, but I'm not complaining because it does end up in a goal. Here, look at the speed from Zakaria. He outpaces Cancelo, and that says a lot. It does, of course, have 93 sprint, pace in general, but I think the sprint speed is 96 if I'm not mistaken. The plus 8 to 88 sprint speed that he does have on his base stats. Here again, good dribbling from him, by the way, to make that pass and move it on, and we can go forward from there. But like I was saying, he does have very high sprint speed, and in general he does have very high pace, so he is pretty fast and he is lengthy, so you can honestly feel that in game. Anyway, with that being said, moving on to the next clip here, the last clip of this video is going to be the first goal of this video. Dinked in behind and first time bouncing volley into the near post, and the goalkeeper honestly was completely out of the way, so I was expecting him to score that. If we just managed to direct it correctly at the near post, we were going to end up scoring it, and we do. So like I said, that was the last clip with Dennis Zakaria, and now it is time to review the cards. So in 7 games he managed 1 goal and 3 assists, which is honestly pretty decent, so I don't think he counted that bicycle kick shot that Mane ended up scoring as an assist. But regardless, 4 goal contributions in 7 games from CDM and centre mid is pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. So no complaints on this Dennis Zakaria card. He is honestly a very good card. I did mention that he has 96 sprint speed with 88 being the base stat. I was wrong, it's 89 as the base stat. But regardless, the pace on the card is ridiculous. He does feel extremely fast on and off the ball, so for pace a 9.2 out of 10. Shooting 7 out of 10 is right, it's not the best, but if you shoot enough in a game, he will score 1 or 2. Passing is honestly very underrated on this card. The passing on this card is sensational, so I'm going to give him an 8.4 out of 10. The long passing is ridiculous and the short passing is very solid. So yeah, the dribbling was very good. I was very surprised by this, although it does have 70 agility and 67 balance. In general, the dribbling on the card is not too bad at all. So when it comes down to dribbling, I'm going to give him an 8.5 out of 10, which is a lot. But when this guy is running full speed at your defenders, at your opposition's defenders, you are not going to catch him or tackle him. So honestly, dribbling an 8.5, Defending is sensational. He is so strong, which obviously makes a big difference as well, because he can just push players off the ball and win it back. So for defending, I'm going to give him an 8.7 out of 10. And for the physical, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. This man is a giant. He is so strong and very, very aggressive. Now, is this card worth 290k? Honestly, it's a bit of a tough one. I would say if he drops like 250, which I think he has already or is very close to it, then he is worth it, yeah, because honestly, I don't really watch Switzerland, but if they can get through to the next round, the round of 16, I don't even know who's in the group, but like I said, if they can get through to the round of 16, and if this card gets an upgrade, he is going to be absolutely ridiculous in a sentiment position. I know his gold card is still 10k, I'm not too sure if that's just because it's his min price, or if it's just pretty expensive in general, but his gold card is still pretty decent. So honestly, this Zakaria card is worth it at like 250k, but would I pay more than 300k for this card at the moment? No, I would not. Best position would be the sentiment position, because he does like to go up quite often, and with the high work rates at CDM, he might leave you a little vulnerable at times when you need him to protect that defense. But regardless, if you are pairing him up with another defensive mid that has medium high work rates, then by all means play him at CDM. But if you are using him as a solo CDM, like only him, then you are going to need a medium high sentiment or someone just to cover him when he does decide to go forward. When it comes down to the chem style, if you're playing him at sentiment, then I do recommend the hunter to boost the attack positioning and finishing, because it is going to need that boost. If you are playing him at CDM though, I feel like the shadow chem style is the way to go. Now with that being said, I do bring an end to the video, so if you liked it, smash the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and until then guys, stay tuned for the next one. Peace.